Wait, we're not calling.
All right, it's called meeting order at 10:04 a.m.
All right.
We have Deborah,
Sheetal.
Sheetal, Laura, and myself, as well as Allison here. Roger is not present.
I can't. I find.
So just to let you guys know, we have to record all of our meetings because of the open meeting.
Part of open meeting law.
So we do record and post the audio version of it.
Mhm.
Deborah, I'm looking at you. You're on the big screen too. So
Okay. Hi. Sorry not to be there in person for this first meeting. I will be at the next meeting though.
Well, we appreciate you coming in
Yeah,
through Zoom. It's
absolutely.
very appreciative.
And I'm sorry you can't see anybody but me.
That's totally fine.
That's all right. I
We
look
need to
like
get
hell.
it like a camera too.
Right, that's not a bad idea.
Let me.
Right.
There's no public, so you can skip over the public comment. For new business, I put that first just so we can say hi to our new trustees and do our role selection before we get into the nitty gritty of it all.
Yeah. I want. I haven't met you guys before.
Yeah,
I would love to
you want to
hear.
do an introduction?
Yeah, hear a little thing about you. Go ahead, Sheetal.
Sheetal.
Sheetal?
Sheetal.
Sheetal. Okay.
Yes. Let's see. So this is my first ever board that I have joined. So I'm very new to the procedure or any particular ways we conduct this, but I'm very excited and looking forward to.
There we go.
I should tell.
Yes, seeing what I can bring to make this work. And I've known Deb for quite some time, and Allison as well, and I think Richard I've met a few times, but nice to meet you, Laura.
Yeah, you too, Sheetal.
Thank you. Thank you.
What do you do for?
So we
Your
have
job?
The Austrian House Lodge. So my husband.
Oh, fun!
Yes,
Oh, that is
yes.
so fun.
Yes.
Oh, I
we've
love
been
that.
here for over 30 years now.
Wow.
It's just insane, but
Yeah.
yes.
Well, I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you. I'm
Yeah.
happy to be here.
Thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
All right, Deborah, what do you got
I
for us?
am Deb. I was a second homeowner in town for many years, from the late 90s till I moved up here full time when my youngest went to college about 14 years ago.
Nice.
And I love being here full time. And let's see, when I first moved up here, I worked at First Tracks. You guys may, if
Oh, yeah.
you popped in there. I was in there for about 8 years. And then I've worked with Mark at the Snowmobile Tours before he closed that. And I was looking for ways to be more involved in the community, and was talking to Diane and Roger's like, I have a way for you, Deb, which made me really happy. I have sat on 2 other boards, both related to private schools overseas when we lived overseas for many years. And my daughters went to the American School in Paris and TASIS in London. And I was involved in both of their boards. But that's the extent of my board experience. And I'm excited to do whatever I can to be a part of this board.
Awesome.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I'm excited to meet you in person.
Yeah.
Yes, me too as well. Next month.
Yeah, great.
All right. Anybody else have anything for the new trustees?
We do have there's trustee trainings, there's videos, and as soon as I get that, I'll get your emails sorted and I will send that all.
Get you signed up for the VLTC. There is an open meeting law thing that they're doing. I think it's the 18th of this month. I don't know if it's too late to sign up or not. We'd have to check the website.
Did I get an email?
It's on the website. You
Oh,
have to
okay.
log into their
Oh, okay.
website and it shows their
Yeah.
events. So possibly we can get you in on that. We'll have to
Okay.
Yeah.
look on
Yeah.
that.
There's,
Whatever you can send along for your trustee training would be awesome.
there's also a mailing list that the Vermont State Department of Libraries has for trustees. And so I can send you that information so you can add yourself.
That's always like,
Awesome.
I get an email about that.
The VLCT is different in Vermont League of
Okay.
Cities and Towns.
Yeah.
It's not connected.
Yep. All right. So let's move on to board role selection.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm gonna.
Start off
Correct.
with board chair. I'm currently filling that seat. Do we have any nominations?
Nominate you for board chair.
Do we have a second?
Second,
Sorry.
So, let's see. Oh, Laura. And then Lois Shutell for the second. All right, all in favor?
Hi.
Aye.
All right. So I'm voted in as chair for another year. We have a nomination for vice chair that is currently Laura.
I nominate Laura.
Thanks.
All right. So we'll give that nomination to Deb. And then do you want a second?
Second. I
All right,
second.
Deb. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
So Laura is vice chair.
You didn't vote for yourself.
Yay. I. Yes, sir.
All right. For treasurer, Roger is currently filling that role. I will nominate Roger for the role of treasurer.
I'll second him into that role.
Second.
That is his role right
And
there.
do we have a vote? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, Roger is treasurer. So next up is secretary. So this role usually helps send out. So I'll create the agenda and then I send it to the secretary. The secretary will disperse it to Andy, Lori at the school, and Allison to yeah, that's Andy, he's at town offices, and Lori, and yeah. So that's one of the main roles. Possibly taking notes during the meeting. I'm doing it today just because I don't have anyone else to do it. So, but going forward, hopefully the person who is the secretary will be taking the notes for the meeting minutes.
Deb, would you like
Uh,
to do that since you have a little more experience, or?
I would be happy to. I would be happy to. I'll tap into you, Ally, for exactly who the agendas need to go out to and all of that. But yeah,
So you want to make the motion?
Make the motion, so.
I
Nominate.
nominate Deb for the secretary.
So, all right, seconded
I'll
by
second that.
Laura. All in favor?
Hi.
Aye. All right.
Richard, you're doing the notes for today, though, correct?
Yes, I am taking the notes right now. That's why it's taking me a little longer while I'm talking and writing.
Yeah.
All right. We have our roles.
And then Shithal, you'll be just general
Yeah.
trustee board member.
Yep.
Tag in.
Yeah. All right. Now that that's out of the way. February meeting minutes. I don't know if you two got them or not. Probably not.
Did not.
You did.
You
I
did?
think you
No.
did send yesterday, or,
Oh, I
No,
sent my,
that was director's report, correct?
okay.
Yeah.
If we want, we can push that to next month to give you guys a chance to look over it.
yeah, I think actually technically you
Yeah.
can't
And
even
vote.
them with Deb and Sheetal because
doesn't know.
We weren't there.
so you need
Which means
Roger to
Roger,
have
Yeah.
a quorum on that.
All right, so
Push that off.
minutes next month. Sounds right here.
Do you mind sharing those just at some point?
Definitely.
Just so I get an idea of how the meetings flow and what your minutes look like if I'm going to be doing them going forward.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I will send them out after the meeting.
Thank you. All right. Next up, we have financial reports.
All right. I haven't had a chance to look over them,
So-
so.
Yeah,
I think
Deborah,
I know
I
what that-
just sent them to you too.
Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you.
So that is, do we want to push that to the next meeting? I don't know how everyone feels. Since you didn't get a chance to look at them, Deb, didn't.
Yes.
That's going to make next meeting a little longer if we're going to be pushing all these things to that meeting.
Okay,
But it also gives us the opportunity to actually look at things
sure.
and make educated decisions.
It sounds good.
Sorry.
How do you feel about that, Deb?
That's fine.
Laura?
I am totally okay with that. Yeah,
With that?
because I haven't had a chance to look over it. I
All
want
right,
to.
so financial reports also move to next month.
Next month's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Okay. So that moves us to old business.
Well, that's gonna be quick too. It's
Yeah.
gonna be the quickest meeting ever.
It sure is.
Because
Strategic plan.
strategic plan, we did not meet
Okay.
because it was the day after town meeting
Yeah.
and I was still in
Yeah.
still in town meeting mode that day and in recovery from the day before. So we didn't meet. We're still at the same point.
Okay.
So
Yep.
next
that's it for
month,
that.
I think we'll see a lot of the close up of that
Yeah.
and then
Is there
hopefully
a draft of the strategic plan?
not yet, no.
Not yet, okay.
Hopefully, I was just gonna say hopefully in like a month or two.
Okay.
That I'll be bringing that to you guys to show you.
Okay.
Thank you. Policy review.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I'm still town meeting like
Yeah.
flies my brain.
Oh, actually,
Okay.
I was right there with you.
It
Yeah.
was something
Up
about like
until the day it
sitting in a
happened, it
room
was just-
sweating for like 6 hours.
Yeah.
Quite long.
Mhm.
It was, yeah, we're never after lunch
Right.
and
Yeah.
I got to eat, so that was exciting.
Yeah. All right, so that will be next month. Town meeting update. It went well. Budget was passed. Very little pushback. There was maybe a few nays, but we clearly got the yay vote for a budget.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all very excited.
Was there any verbalization as to the nays as to why?
Nope.
Nope.
Those just the nays and because it was the discussion is before the vote, so none of
Yeah.
the people that voted nay
Said
said
anything.
anything before.
Oh,
So yeah, so it was just
we're just like that.
yeah. So
With the library.
it was
Cool.
very clearly the yays had it. It was only a few nays, and so
The one person who did ask a question voted for it.
yeah,
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah,
Just for clarification, what was the question?
it was
It
about
was-
the increase in salaries, why it was such a big jump, and then
Oh.
Allison clarified that it was more hours for our youth librarian and a new role for our current library assistant, soon to be assistant director.
assistant director,
Yep.
yeah.
Yay.
Yes.
He was very excited too. He made
Yeah.
celebratory cupcakes.
Oh.
Oh, I like that.
Oh man, I should have come in the next time.
Yeah.
All right, so that's old business. So just so it's clear for you two, normally the meetings aren't this quick. Listen, there's a lot of pushing things to the next meeting, so that's going to be a little bit heftier.
I'll go grab Kendra.
Next up will be the youth library report. What we've been doing typically for the youth library report was that Kendra would come in and read it all. But what we started doing recently was switching to just trying to be more responsible in our roles as trustees, reading the reports beforehand.
Mm.
And that way, when she comes in, she can just answer any questions we have.
Mhm.
That way the meeting isn't going 3 or 4 hours.
Right.
So
Where's
that's
Cameron?
our new format of just, make sure you read it before you get to the meeting, and then she can answer questions or give us highlights on what's going on. If she wants to go over the whole thing this time, since we had such a short meeting, that's up to her.
Was that sent out?
I just sent it to you this
Okay.
month.
I did not have the new email addresses.
Okay, that's fine.
It was my fault entirely.
But I love a good performance moment.
I can put it up on the screen
I don't know
too.
where.
Oh, Deborah.
Hello, Deborah.
Yeah.
Hi.
Deb. I will ingrain it in my head. Okay. The Kendra show includes, so my ongoing preschool program has seen a little bit of a jump in its attendance, and I'm very excited for it. The small children get very excited when I get excited. So it's a grand time. We've had a very consistent group. And then we're going into having our third meetup of the My First Book Club, which has been fantastic. So we're going to continue with that. And one of the things that I'm excited about, it just came in, is another deposit collection that I brought in from the state library, similar to the Wonder Books, and how the adult collection is brought in large print. It's phonics chapter books. So they're short phonics books. Yeah, and I'm really excited because they are an expensive thing to keep. and they are something that fits a couple different needs for us. So we have some younger kids who are really like solid on their phonics skills and really want to be challenged a little bit more with longer stories and feel like they're reading bigger kid books. So these would fill that need. And then also we have some kids who are, catching up with their classmates for whatever reason. And so this gives them a chance to not feel like they're reading baby books, but still really trying to build those phonics skills. So the state library has a bunch of different options. And so I, got one collection. We're gonna see how that does. But I'm hoping to use the My First Book Club as a way of introducing it and promoting it, because I do have a little bit of a captive audience there, as well as a captive parent group. So, and it's been so successful that so it's kind of geared towards kindergarten through second. We have a couple third graders who are interested in it. But then we have a group of third through sixth who are beyond picture books and the early readers and early chapter books. And they're really interested. They're like, we want something too. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to do something for them as well. Because the traditional book club really wouldn't fit because they're not all at the same level or have the same interests. So it'll be kind of similar to My First Book Club, but focusing on bigger books.
My second book club.
Yes, my second. I will probably try and make it sound a little cooler. And we had a great little February break. It was different this year because it wasn't the same week as President's Week. So I did have a lot of families who didn't participate in some of our programs that we usually see avidly participating because they were not locked into the tourist week. So a lot of people traveled or went out and skied because it wasn't the touristy typhoon, if you will. So our tea party was a bit of a flop, but that's okay. I had fun. We'll do it again. And our stuffy sleepover was, as always, a fantastic success. And I have the book, which I didn't bring in. But if anybody wants to see what those hooligans got up to, it was an event. One thing I didn't include on this report because I'm, hot mess, is that we told the leprechaun in the past years the leprechaun has hidden golden coins in a specific collection that I was looking to promote. And then the kids come in and destroy my shelves and looking for them. And then they get a raffle ticket if they check out the book that had a golden coin in it. And I told them last year, if they continued to ransack my shelves, I was going to develop a anti-leprechaun repellent. And that is a double negative. So it would be a leprechaun repellent.
So we're attracting.
So instead this year, the leprechaun did not arrive. However, we have found that some of our books are continuing to feel lucky. And as books get checked out, if it is a lucky book, a notification comes up in our system. And so they can still be rewarded for checking out books during the month of March. So that's ongoing. And I totally forgot to mention it. So good thing I was here. The October school visits resumed. We had a little hiccup with some snow day stuff happening. Third grade is rocking their pen pal letters and loving it. And the other groups all worked on learning about Lunar New Year because that was the next day. And we got to use some of the materials that Panda Express sent us because I told them to. And then we are having 2 March half-day programs, which are going to happen next door like they did last time. I know that the numbers for tomorrow have already gone up slightly. Right now it's looking, I think it's like just under 20 kids, which is less than the first one, but still really fantastic. And a little more manageable because I will not be able to have Janet helping me out this month because she went and got a big girl job. Rude. But yes, looking good. Still very positive feedback. Everyone's very excited that I was able to secure the hall and get it going. And I think some of our friends from Bone Builders will stick around for a little bit because their program ends just before I go in to set up. And when I went over to talk with them and check with them to make sure they were kosher with it, They were like, that's amazing. Like, would it be okay if we like hung out and saw the kids? And I was like, yeah, I'd love that. Do you like puzzles? Do you like board games? Do you want to play cards? What do you want? I'll make sure we have it. So that would be really cool as another intergenerational moment for our kids, which I love doing. And Safe at Home is not a program that Deb and Sheetal might be familiar with. It's something that is a curriculum that I went and got trained as a trainer after I got a grant through Rotary to be trained as a trainer for Safe at Home and Safe Sitter program. Right now, I don't have anyone signed up for Safe at Home, but it's also a no buy-in program for us to offer it. So if no one decides to sign up, it's not like we're out anything. But that's for like 4th to 6th grade who are looking to stay home alone, not in charge of anybody but themselves, and teaching them skills to do that safely. And then Safe Sitter, I have on Saturday, the 28th, and I'm running that one specifically for a Girl Scout group that's coming from
good.
West Londonderry.
Oh,
They're going to come down and get their Safe Sitter certification that day. And that's when I run that, it's up for grade 6 and up. And it's to become Safe Sitter, Babysitter certified. And it's a 5.5-hour course for the base level course that we do. And we're very lucky that Deerfield Valley Rescue is willing to lend us their CPR training dummies because they do practice on them. It's not a certification, but they do get to practice. So that's really awesome. And then I've been doing a bunch of trainings. So I finished up my certificate program core courses, the 4 that the state library runs. And then I also attended the first of a series of 4 early literacy things online. And a thing about libraries as hubs of civic engagement, which is really cool to learn about the Kid Governor program they recently got going. And so hopefully I'll be able to kind of work some of that into our Dover school visit for next year. And I do think I did another training, but I can't remember. I have it written down. So yeah, just kind of trying to get through that certificate program. So I think I actually covered everything now.
so basically you're busy.
I was a little busy.
Yeah.
Oh, and we're voting for, make sure you vote for your t-shirt for storage. Did I write that?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
on
it's
there.
on.
Because we're gonna.
Yeah.
Oh, and the month of April is in the month of the young child. And I've been in contact with Sandy to make sure they know all of our programs that I'll be offering in April that would apply to the 0 to 5 groups. So they can put it in all of their month of the young child thing, but they also are doing a different thing this year where they are, instead of having art displayed in a single spot, their art that they're doing with their young children programming is going to be distributed to local places to go and to have it. And so I was like, hey, we have an art gallery. We are in.
Can I ask, who is Sandy?
Oh, sorry, Sandy Stark from Early Education Services.
Thank you.
Runs the Parent Hub in Wilmington, and she
Okay.
does like the play groups that are at Townsend and stuff. So she's
Oh,
been
good.
my contact with them.
She's been there for years and
Yeah.
years and years too.
Superstar. And I know Roger usually finds some sort of acronym that I used in my reports and then makes me clarify it. But I think I did a good job of not using an acronym.
That's very Roger.
He's very good about finding them and being like, but like, what is that? And I'm like, yeah.
It's
team
not
go.
even here. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not even here to celebrate.
So any questions?
I'm good.
No,
Good.
you're
Thank
busy.
you.
Keeping it
you.
going.
All right. Go team go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Miss Kendra.
Now go back to work.
Thanks.
Oh, it's not really super important, but so it's fun. So the computer in our kids' room is the outdated computer. We have the new one, but we didn't measure it. And so it doesn't fit in our existing computer table, but I fixed that problem. But in preparation for that, I've been using Internet Archive because you can download old school games.
Mhm.
So I've been going through and figuring out, like making sure there's no bugs or anything on the old computer. And then I'm gonna, know exactly which ones to put on the brand new computer. And we got Carmen Sandiego.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and Zuma and Wheel of Fortune, all not platform based.
Okay.
So because the kids have very much been into those sites where it's just like 437 platform-based games
Oh,
Yeah.
and a lot of advertisements. And it's caused some, behavior management issues, as well as they've come a long way with it. But I'm, working on getting it so we have a lot of good options. And yesterday a kid beat my high score on Zuma, so I have to go regain my title. Therefore, creating a competitiveness
Well,
that draws them in.
you gotta
So
defend the
I'm
owner of the
really
library.
excited about non-internet based games. This is my new my new quest. I want to get a typing game, working on it.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna beat them at that too. And then they're gonna become excellent typers. Joy!
Thank you.
I already know what I'm doing during my lunch break
Yeah.
today.
You're gonna beat her high score.
Yeah.
Michael,
Nothing like beating kids
Sorry.
into
Oh, Mike,
education.
yeah. Oh, yeah, good luck trying to beat Michael.
All right.
Woo.
Last up is director's report. This is gonna be a record meeting.
Bye.
Director's report. Okay, over there. Okay, go.
Pulling it up on the screen.
Thank you.
Not the best way to show it, but here we go. So we already talked about how our budget passed. A fun thing we did at town meeting was we handed out these little pamphlets, and my insert with my yeah, it had the insert in it with the town meeting bingo. But that was really fun. It had a whole bunch of stuff in it, like, if somebody's wearing Carhartts, you get a check.
Oh,
If somebody stands up and thanks the road crew for their work,
oh my
you get a
God.
check. And so we had 3 people return them. And they were all like really not big library users, so we were excited to have them come and get t-shirts, and they were excited about it too. I even saw some of the select board members doing it while the meeting was happening. So the biggest change looking around the library is that we've started working on the adult fiction section for our dynamic shelving. So if it looks like it's really messy, that's what it is. It's instead of having all of the books spine out and neat and lovely, we're taking, stacks of series and putting them all in a stack on the
Oh, I
shelf.
love that.
More books on display. So we are spending a little bit more money on like display stuff, like easels and stuff, but that is all in that purpose. So I hadn't known a whole lot about the whole dynamic shelving system until recently, and I saw something about it online, and I started doing some research, and I'm like, this sounds like a fantastic thing to try. That is it's low cost because I'm buying some easels. I can always use easels, and it's hopefully high impact but low time commitment. I can go out there for an hour and do some moving of books, and also not take up my whole day doing it. And it's also very it's changeable, so if it doesn't work and we hate it, we can put it right back to how it was.
I think it's a great idea.
Thank you. So it looks a little weird, and I've had a couple of people be like, "Oh, what is this?" But yeah, overall, I think it's going well. Sometimes the no comment is sort of a bigger comment, like, oh,
When did you start doing that?
like 2 weeks ago.
Have you noticed any increase in the?
This is kind of a challenging time of year
Yeah.
to notice a change in circulation, because we actually did have a really good circulation month in February. We had 1,000 books circulate, or 1,000 materials circulate in February. Not at the March meeting, at the April. This is the March meeting. At the April meeting, I'll give you an update of the first quarter of the year for all of those stats. But for the shortest month, 1,000 is a great amount of items to circulate. So hopefully that means something good is happening.
I think with something like this too, you may not see instant results.
Oh, yeah, for
But
sure.
it's more down the road as people start to like understand, oh, these are all books around the same topic, or this is a series. And I just like I think I liked your word serendipitous finds. I think it will I definitely think it will lend itself to that.
Yeah, I really hope so. And one of the things that I had to do for when I attended the NELA, I went to the New England, there's Roger, New England Library Association leadership training. And it was for people in like mid-career leadership training. And one of the things that we had to commit to was creating a project for ourselves that we would come back and report on at the end of a year in some way. And I have been going back and forth about all the different things that I would really like to do as a project. And now I think that I have found it. So I'm looking forward to branching out into the nonfiction with it too, because I think that's an even bigger opportunity to be like, make a pile of books about trees and,
My arch nemesis.
hopefully, you put one book about trees and people go, oh, here, or cooking, or,
Yeah.
And the Dewey Decimal System doesn't always lend itself to that sort of findability.
Yeah. Right.
Just one step inching closer to my genreification goal, idealism. Some of the other things that we're doing to try to make everything a little bit more findable is adding in shelf talkers, which are like when you go to the grocery store and the bottles of wine, and there's a little thing that says like, this wine is fruity and
Yes.
made in California.
Right.
So that it's that sort of thing. Right now we're focusing on series. So like if you go over by David Baldacci, it lists some of his series and the books in order, because that's really sometimes hard to figure out.
Yeah.
I also started putting in some bookmarks in those books too that have the series on them. And they also say that if we don't have one of the books in the series, we can get it for you on interlibrary loan, which I think is important to remind people, because
it's good.
it's not always something people think about. And then I also want to add some more signage in eventually, and easier to read signage. I put in some signage when I first started, and now I kind of want to go back over that and see. But that's sort of my whole like make it pretty goal. And then you'll notice that the Vermont collection in here looks a little different than it did before.
I don't think Deb notices.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's it looks very cleaned out. But the ultimate goal there is that a lot of these books a lot of months we have zero circulation in the Vermont collection. And I think that is because they are tucked back here, and people like this doorway seems to be really challenging for people to breach.
Yeah.
Kids come through.
Oh, yes, they sure do. They love to play in here. And I ultimately, I think my goal is to really not have anything in this room besides like
Elaborate things.
very local fiction and maybe some fun things that people like will come in here for. And I don't know yet what that looks like or what that will be. But I will figure it out eventually. Alyssa and Kendra know that I'm the queen of moving things. I just love to keep everything new and fresh and different. So we'll see. But so I've moved about 3 shelves worth, or I'm in the process of moving about 3 shelves worth of books from this collection into the nonfiction, the regular nonfiction collection out there. I did weed a little bit, not a ton, from back here. Just some stuff that didn't really seem like it was worthwhile to own or particularly relevant for Vermont collection. Like just because the person who wrote it lives in the state, like I can't hold on to every book that everybody from the state of Vermont
Right.
has written. So that was another thing. We also a couple of years ago we moved all of the Vermont fiction out of this room into the fiction collection, and that helped a lot. So that's sort of the idea behind that. So we're going to be getting I ordered a new labeling system for in here, so it's very obvious which books belong in here and which books belong out there, because that's been a little bit of a challenge. But pretty soon it will be obvious for the volunteer shelvers.
Have you considered maybe like consolidating some of that and using some of the space as like another art gallery for maybe like pottery or statues or something like that?
That's a really good idea. No, I hadn't thought about that. I was thinking about condensing it. But some of so right now they're all, I want to make like pretty signs for them. I just haven't gotten there yet. Because they're sort of broken up according to subject E, like they're still in Dewey Decimal System, but like the first shelf is Vermont laws, like how town meeting works, you know,
that stuff.
Yeah, that really interesting stuff. And the second shelf is trains.
Laws and trains.
The third shelf is cooking. So, you know, so I was hoping that if I put like, Vermont cookbooks here, we're also, so every year we give Dessert Social a theme. And we try to base it off of what the theme of the summer reading program is. So this year it's dinosaurs. So we went back and forth a lot about what we were going to do for Dessert Social. But then I think Ellis suggested the history, like historical recipes. And there's like a lot of like TikTokers who do that, like find old cookbooks and make the recipes out of them. So I think that's
Hollis.
Yeah,
I freaking love B. Dylan Hollis.
Me too. We have his cookbook here.
Oh, I have all his cookbooks. He has 3.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was kind of one of like that. I was like, oh, well, we'll save all these old Vermont cookbooks and we can circulate them during
use this as reference material.
Right.
That's great.
So hopefully that kind of, I think I said to Ellis earlier, like last week or something, you know, I could make these smaller or less shelves, but then I would ruin my pretty system. Yeah. So I would like to eventually, like all of those really old Vermont statute books that are over there, not statues, statutes. There's something about that bookshelf that just, but let's be honest, that whole corner over there is like
the corner needs some love.
The corner of craft. So, and as much as we clear out of there, it always just accumulates more. So,
we'll get access to the shed again.
Yes, we will have access to the shed soon, without snowshoes.
It's the spring.
And yeah, we'd like to, I'd like to get rid of that. I'd like to be able to pull them over here so that's like the really old books that we're afraid are going to fall apart stay in here, and then the books that are still usable go out there to be circulated, because that's what books are for, not for
hanging out.
Yeah, they're not art. We don't just look at them, we need to use them. So that's kind of my admin stuff I've been doing, and some of the stuff. I won't bore you with the 500 emails a day. For programming, line dancing starting again tonight. I forgot to bring my sneakers.
No. Oh, well, guess who's going to be doing it?
I think we're going to have a really large turnout for tonight. I'm very excited. Rotary made it a social event for tonight, so hopefully we'll get some Rotarians coming for that. And everybody who has done it in the past is very excited about it. I do have a mailing list for some of the people that have been coming, so I sent out an email to let them know too. And we had a puzzling competition all set up for February, and I was so excited. And then I found out like 2 days before that they were having a school concert. So unfortunately, people had to go listen to their children sing and came to play with me. But we're doing it. We're going to do it again on the 25th because we've already bought the puzzles and snacks. So might as well try it again.
Definitely.
And tell your friends. It's highly competitive. It's cutthroat.
Is there a spring concert coming on the 20th?
No, I checked with Denver this time first. It was
good. I can come this time.
yay. Okay,
excited.
get a team together, up to 4 people
Yeah.
on a team.
By myself.
Good luck.
I think it's a 300-piece puzzle. So
I think last time it was me and Anne together, is just the two of us as a team, and we were just like, ugh,
Well, it's just
it's
happening.
fine.
Ashley and I won that one.
Yeah.
I would like the record.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I'll take that for the minutes.
Yes. Yeah.
Rating check.
By buying the puzzle, knowing what they were. So yeah, that's about it. I've got a lot of stuff coming up in March and April, and it's almost time for summer reading again. Yeah.
All right. So we have our next meeting set up on the agenda as April 14th at 10 a.m. Does that work for everyone still?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not sure yet. We usually take a break during April, but we have some things going on, so we haven't decided on the date yet.
Okay.
So I'll let you know as soon as I can. And if I'm in the same time zone, or if it's possible, I'll definitely join on Zoom if
Okay.
I'm away.
That should work for me.
And just for the record, just so, because I might forget any on the April meeting, but so the May meeting I may or may not be able to make, just because I have surgery on the 27th and I'm supposed to be laying in bed for 2 weeks, and I don't lay in bed well. So
Yeah.
there's a chance I will be here because I don't stay in bed very well. I'm an awful patient.
You could Zoom from
Yeah, you
that.
can. It's true.
Or I could just not lay in bed.
All right.
No, I have my follow-up the day before. So if they're like, stay in bed, don't be ridiculous.
Nobody has anything else? We have a motion to adjourn.
I have a motion to adjourn at 10:46 a.m.
All right,
Second.
we have a Second.
This is a new record.
All in favor? Aye. All right, meeting adjourned. Thank you all for your
All
time.
right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, guys. Look forward to meeting you in person.
Yeah, I'll see you next month.
Okay,
Thank you.
thanks.
Bye, Deb.
Bye, Deb.
Bye.
Was that
Just for the
10:46 you said or 10:46?
10:46.
Hold on one second.